Okay guys, today we will discuss determining the initial feasible solution by using the three methods, that is northwest corner method, least cost method and Vogel's approximation method for the given problem. So what is the given problem here means, see, we have one of a dairy farm and it has located in three different places in three states. Okay. Now we need to find the dairy milk production at each plant is follows. So what is the production at each plant? Plant 1, plant 2, plant 3 that they have given. Okay. And at the same time, what is the distribution at how it has to distribute means, so that it could able to fulfill the requirements at the different distribution centers, that is D1, D2, D3 and D4. Okay. Now and here they have given what is the cost associated for distribution. So in order to distribute from plant 1 to different 4 locations to the 4 distributing centers, what is the cost associated that has been given in this problem. Now we need to find out initial feasible basic solution by using northwest corner method, least cost method and Vogel's approximation method. See, when we will observe this problem, they have not given the demand and supply. They have not given the supply and they have not given the demand. How we will determine this one means, see here they have given plant 1 produces 6 million liters, plant 2 produces 1 million and plant 3 produces 10 million. This is nothing but the supply, that is supply from each production unit. Okay. And on the other side is we have the requirement of each distribution center, that is D1, D2, D3 and D4. This is the demand by the demand at each distribution center. So by using this one is we will formulate the problem by using demand, supply as well as cost. Okay. So here we will consider, see here, this is the given data and here we will write supply. Plant 1, what is the supply of plant 1 means, as per the given data it is 6 million liters. So it is 6. Plant 2, what is the capacity? 1 million liters. So it will become 1. Plant 3, it will become 10 million liters. So it is 10. Okay. Whereas the demand, so what is the distribution, distributed center D1 required 7 million liters. D2 required 5 million liters, D3 required 3 million liters and D4 required 2 million liters. This has been already given in the problem. Okay. Now what is we will check either it is a balanced one or unbalanced. Okay. So 6 plus 1 7 plus 1 17. Okay. Whereas 7 plus 5 12 plus 3 15. This is also 17. The given transportation is balanced. The given TP is balanced. Okay. That means for all the methods can be applied directly now. Okay. First we will go with northwest corner method. A, that is northwest corner method. So how we will do, how I will get the solution, that is how I will determine the total cost by using the northwest corner method, that we will see it first. Okay. Under the northwest corner method, first we need to select the cell northwest corner. So what is a northwest corner? P1, D1. Okay. First step, start from northwest corner. So what is the northwest corner? That is P1 comma D1. Okay. At P1 comma D1, the supply is at P1. What is the supply? P1 supply is 6, demand is 7. Supply is 6 and demand is 7. So what we need to allocate? The maximum possibility. So what is the maximum possibility means 6. So allocate 6 at P1 comma D1 and subtract the same, subtract it from 7. Okay, this is a given matrix. Now we'll allocate this 6. Now it will become 0 here, so 6 will be allocated here. Now from 7 minus 6, that value will become 1. So 7 minus 6, that is 1, and all the other demands will be same, like we will copy the other things. Okay, now this row has been completed. Now under this one, how we need to move. So here where we have the excess, that is the defect, here under demand, so move vertically. After allocation, defect exit at demand. So move vertically. So we will move vertically. So when we will move vertical, where we will reach? P2 D1. At P2 comma D1, supply is 1 and demand is also 1. So allocate 1. Okay, see here, now already 6 has been allocated. Now at P2 comma D1, here also 1, here also 1. So we will allocate 1 and it will become 0 and it will also become 0. Okay, now still we have, so here let us see, supply has become 0 and 0 for P1, plant 1 and plant 2, but for plant 3 it is supplying 10 units. Okay, and whereas when we will see for the distributor 1, distributor center 1, its total capacity is 7 and it has been distributed by plant 1 and plant 2. So there is no distribution to D1 by P3. Okay, so we will leave this column, and here we have 10 and here we have D2, D3 and D4. The supply, the production of the capacity of P3 will be supplied to D2, D3 and D4. Okay, that will be right now. After allocation, the supply of plant 1 and plant 2 is 0 or became 0, and requirement of D1 is also 0. So the production capacity, the production at P3, what is the production, what is the supply or production at P3? 10 will be distributed among D2, D3 and D4. Guys, one more thing, see here, supply of P3 is 10, whereas the demand by D2, D3, D4 all will has been become 10 only. So we will allocate this 10 to all these 3 distributors. Okay, see guys, first we will allocate at D2 comma P3 comma D2. How much that we can allocate means 5 will be allocated, because here we have total distribution, that is 5. And the other thing which we need to consider here is D2 requirement is 5. Okay, and does it can be supplied by any other? P1 and P2 means no, because it has been already became 0. So we will allocate this and we will deduct that 5 from this, and it will become 5 now. Okay, now after this allocation, the new supply will become 0, 0 and 5. After this, now after this one, the second allocation, see here we will write first allocate at P3 comma D2. How much allocated? 5. Then at P3 comma D3 and finally at P3 comma D4. Okay, now see here after this one P3 comma D3, so this 3 will be allocated and it will become 0, and from this 5 when we will deduct 3, then it will become 2. Now at D3 comma P3 comma D4, here also demand is 2, supply is also become 2. So like this as well. Okay, like this as the allocation will takes place by using northwest corner method. Now we will find out what is the total cost by using this northwest corner method. Okay, total cost equal to, how we will calculate? See here, 2 into 6 plus 1 into 1 plus 8 into 5 plus 15 into 3 plus 9 into 2. Like this as well calculate. This is equal to 12 plus 1 plus 40 plus 45 plus 18. Its total value will become 116, 40, 80, 80, 90, 100, 110, yes, 116. Okay, this is the total cost for northwest corner method. Now for the same problem as we will apply, we will calculate by using least cost method. How we will do this least cost method means, for the given problem we need to find out the lowest value. After that is we need to go for the allocations first. Okay, this is a given matrix. So among all the in the given cost elements, so what is the minimum value means 0. Among all the elements, the lowest value is 0, and where it is exists, only one place that we have at P2 comma D2, at P2 comma D2. Okay, so here we will write at P2 comma D2 the supply is 1 and demand is 5. So how much we can be able to allocate means 1. See here, if I will allocate 5, then is it possible to deduct to allocate 5 from 1? Impossible, because only 1 is available. So we will allocate 1 and we will subtract the 1 from 5. Okay, so we will make the allocation here. Okay, this is the given matrix. In this, let us allocate 1 here, that is 1 can be allocated, and from this 5 we will deduct this 1 and it will become 4 now. Okay, so the new demand will become 7432. As this is the least cost method, so what we will do, so the entire elements in the column or row where it has become 0, that we will strike out. So draw a line. Drawing a line represents that there is no allocation will takes place in this entire row, because when it is already 0, can we allocate anything to any other element in that row means no, because there is no possibility. Okay, so after this one, what is the minimum value that is available now? See here, 2, 3, 11, 7, 5, 8, 19, 15, 9. So the minimum value is 2. After allocation at P2 comma D2, The next lowest element is basically, see guys, 1 is the lowest element, but we cannot able to allocate any value to 1 now because the plant 2 capacity is only 1. It has been already allocated, so we will just strike out. So lowest value is 2, and where it is available? At P1 comma D1. So make allocation at P1 comma D1. How much we can be able to allocate? See here, supply is 6 but the demand is only supply is 6 but the demand is 7. So 6 can be allocated, and the same 6 can be subtracted from 7. I am not going to write everything again and again. Okay. Allocation itself means that the minimum value will be allocated, and the maximum value, from the maximum value the allocated value will be subtracted. Now let us allocate at P1 comma D1. How much can be allocated? This 6 can be allocated, so we will allocate 6, and from this 7 as we will deduct this 6, and now it will become 1, 4, 3, 2. Okay. Now as the supply has become 0 for plant 1, now what we will do? We will just strike out all the elements present there because they are not available for any allocation now. Okay. So here also we will draw one more line. Yes, like this is we will allocate. Now after this one, next what happened? We have only third row, that is P3, plant 3 with 10 capacity, and we have demands at different levels. Now can we, like the previous, can we apply? Means no, here we need to consider the lowest cost. Okay. And next one, what we will do now, after allocation at P1 comma D1, the next lowest value is, what is the next lowest value? 5 is 5 at P3 comma D1. Now make allocation. Now make allocation there. We'll allocate the value there. How much can be allocated? See here, at P3 comma D1, what is the minimum value? 1. What is the maximum value? 10. So 1 can be allocated and it can be deducted from 10. Now at P3 comma D1, 1 can be allocated and it will be subtracted from 10. So we will allocate 1 here, and 10 minus 1, that is 9. So here where it has become 0, like 1 minus 1, it is 0. So now we will cancel this entire column. Okay. Now the next lowest element or lowest cost is 8, 15, 9, which is the lowest, means 8 is 8 at P3 comma D2. So make allocation. So let us make allocation there. Now so 8, 4 can be allocated and it will become 0, and from this 9, when we will deduct this 4, then it will become 5. Okay, so 0, 0, 5. So as it is 0, so we will just strike out all the elements of this column like this. So the next lowest element 15 and 9. So first we will allocate at 9 and then we will move to 15. The next lowest element is 9 at P3 comma D4. Let us allocate it first, then finally whatever left that is allocated at finally at P3 comma D3. So I am going to make both in a single table. Now at 9 we'll allocate the 2. From this we'll deduct 2 and it will become 3. Now the new supply will become 0, 0, 3 and this 3 will be allocated here. 3 and 3 got cancelled. Okay, like this as we'll make the allocation. Now we will calculate what is the total cost. 1, 4. Total cost equal to 2 into 6 plus 0 into 1 plus 5 into 1 plus 8 into 4 plus 15 into 3 plus 9 into 2. This is equal to 12 plus 0 plus 5 plus 32 plus 45 plus 18. Now its final value is 112. See here, this is the cost of least cost method. By using this least cost method we got 112, whereas by using that northwest corner method we got 116. Okay, now the last method that we will see, that is Ogle's approximation method or penalty method, or Ogle's approximation method. How we will do this one means by calculating the penalties, that is the lowest value from the given elements. Okay, now we will calculate row and column penalties first. Penalties, row penalty as well as column penalties. Okay, so under the row, what are the first two lowest value? 2 minus 3 minus 2, that is 1. So in this one, as we have 0, 0 won't be considered here. Now what is the lowest element means 1. What is the next lowest element means here also we have 1. So 1 minus 1 will become 0. Next one, third row, 5, 8. 5, the difference between 5 and 8 is 3. Like this as we'll calculate the row penalties, whereas the column penalties. See here, what is the minimum element? 1, 2. The difference is 1. And the next one, what is the so differences between 3 and 8? It will become